What's up? I'm Griff, and I'm in the redwoods, deep in the redwoods. Oh, you are? Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me cue the music. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. See? All right. So I'm in this dry creek bed, and I came here to tell you guys that English ivy sucks. You're like, what? English ivy's beautiful. There's a lot of things that are beautiful that suck. Okay, we call them X's. All right. So anyways, English ivy really does suck. So English ivy here in the Pacific Northwest, in the redwoods, it's an invasive species. So let me just break down native, non-native, and invasive species for y'all, because you probably heard the terms and don't really understand what they mean. So native means, if you believe in creation, God created it here. If you believe in evolution, it's been evolving here for millions of years or whatever, depending on what kind of organism it is. Non-native means that it was brought here. So a lot of our families, those of us who aren't indigenous, this is the land of the lowland Coxsinkion. So those of us who aren't lowland Coxsinkion, when we came here, we brought our plants with us, okay? Agricultural plants, all kinds of plants. And my Welsh ancestors brought this one. I'm Welsh and Irish, Celtic. And we'll talk about why in a minute. But first of all, let me tell you, this shit sucks. And Oregon recently banned the selling. So starting in June, you won't be able to buy English ivy in Oregon, and that's a good thing. The reason why is because it's expensive, not for sale, but it costs a lot of money to remove it, and it's bearing up young trees, and then getting in the big ones. It climbs the big ones because we don't have evergreen vines up in here, so this climbs the big trees. It puts a bunch of weight on them, and they blow down, and then nothing grows up after because the English ivy will effectively cover everything. Because invasive species come here without their predators and competitors. That's the difference between non-native and invasive. Non-native plants were brought here and they don't like proliferate and take over. It's like almost all the plants in your guys' yards are probably from Asia or Europe, okay? And they don't really help out the animals because they didn't evolve here. And when plants evolve here, they evolved with insects that lay eggs on them, like all the butterflies. Think monarchs and milkweed. Okay, there's lots of that kinds of association. It would blow your mind how many insects, like 95% insects, are obligate to a family of plants or even just a species, okay? Very common. But invasive species came here without their predators and competitors, and they reduce biodiversity. Biodiversity is a variety of life. And when you buy English ivy and you plant it in your yard, you're inviting the trifecta of, oh, hell no! But that's in part 2, is the trifecta of, oh, hell no! And you want to see that one. But invasive species are no good. Please don't plant them. If you're in California, go to calscape.org. If you're anywhere else, type in native plant finder, enter your zip code, and stop planting this BS, okay? Because there's cool natives you can plant. Stay tuned for part 2.